Becoming wealthy has never ever been easier in America. Both supplies as well as property have executed extremely well since 2009. However, feeling comfortable as an affluent individual, on the other hand, has actually never been harder. The pandemic produced a K-shaped recuperation where the financier class has actually expanded the riches gap in between the working class. This widening space is why I'm a big advocate of exercising stealth riches. Most just recently, the capitalist class crushed it in 2020 and also 2021. With the S&P 500 doing very well. The housing market is also booming as well as will likely remain to succeed for many years. If you are an owner of realty, stocks, as well as various other valuing possessions over the years, you've done well. Meanwhile, numerous people shed their tasks or were lasting underemployed. Although the economic situation is recuperating, to be open regarding your revenue as well as wealth gains would certainly be entirely silly when numerous people are injuring. Instead, if you are rich, it's much better to convince people you are middle class. By doing this, when the revolution comes, you will be spared. Additionally, just consider just how the government tax obligations your cash. The government tax obligations you based upon income as well as much less so on wealth. Tax obligations are likely rising under Joe Biden as well. For that reason, stealth wide range is critical. Stealth wealth, to stay clear of the federal government. As soon as you make a lot more than $250,000 a year, you will certainly encounter a wealth of taxes or tax obligation phase-outs. Medicare tax, AMT, deduction phase-out, credit history eliminations, education tax, net financial investment income tax, etc. With Joe Biden as president, he has actually promised to elevate taxes on households making over $400,000 a year. Nonetheless, you can pass on $12.06 million per person in riches, tax-free to your heirs in 2022. This seems like a great deal of money. Nevertheless, you currently paid tax obligations on the $12.06 currently. So don't believe the high estate tax threshold is really a wonderful benefit, and it's most likely to alter. Head of State Biden has suggested raising the top capital gains tax obligation price. He could additionally eliminate the stepped-up basis if he has his method. For that reason, the government is plainly targeting the well-off to try as well as better disperse some of the wide range. I can comprehend targeting centimillionaires millionaires as well as billionaires. But if you are a six-figure income-earning household functioning 60 hours a week, I'm not so sure this will not trigger antipathy. You have to practice stealth wealth to avoid the government's growing reach. Stealth wealth to prevent temper as well as bitterness. If the government doesn't get you, normal residents will. That did you cheat or burglarize to reach where you are? Take your millions and also shove it, is the common attitude amongst those who feel left behind. This is a genuine problem for those who want to make it big in the land of dreams and handguns. Freedom is among America's best qualities. Yet, if you go too far on the income curve, you'll start feeling like a detainee to society. Finally, thousands of numerous Americans recognize what shedding liberty resembles due to months of shelter in place to fight the coronavirus pandemic, considering that early 2020, in spite of the abundant giving more to charity in 1 year than lots of others will certainly give in their lifetimes, people will object their riches and also dislike them forever. Despite paying even more tax obligations annually than what the typical home makes, the rich person will certainly be demonized for not paying his or her reasonable share. Course war is no enjoyable. Even if you do have the economic ways to have a bazooka, the last thing you wanna do is face as well as mad crowd packed with bitterness. Exercise stealth riches to be better and free. A lot of viewers here are ambitious folks who wish to boost their economic health, thanks to regimented cost savings and spending behaviors. In one decade, I'm sure everyone is going to be that much wealthier. Otherwise millionaires. But once you reach where you are going, You'll wonder what's next. Never ever lose websight of the truth that it's really the journey to monetary freedom that's most gratifying. When society turns their back on you for being successful, just remember on all your battles and take a deep breath. Take pride in your success, because you recognize you are not just doing it for yourself, but also for your family too. You don't have to be ashamed for not being the dumb but in senior high school who assumed it was cool to miss course weekly to smoke weed. You shouldn't really feel poor that you functioned summertime internships throughout university while your pals went off to play. And also you ought to absolutely not feel self-conscious by your frugal habits as well as smart investments when you discovered a task. If you are getting up at 5 a.m. every morning to make extra income prior to work, great on you. Feel pleased with working more than 40 hours a week and not whining why you cannot be successful. Alas, stealth wealth is essential because the minority won't place that type of effort right into their job. It's okay to be proud of your success. Regrettably, society has a fantastic way of discrediting your achievements. Nobody is self-made. And you really did not develop that, are my two preferred antiphons. Simply attempt taking yourself totally out of the equation as well as see where that logic goes when there's no one to think, desire, as well as perform. When you are outnumbered, resistance is futile. You need to blend in and also rage with the rest of them. With the listed below suggestions, you'll have the ability to better walk amongst the darkness without worry of vengeance any longer. Your family members will be more safeguarded from Harris's hiding to refurbish your kids every opportunity they obtain. As soon as you finish reading this message, never ever mention its matters past your prompt friends and family once more. Going on Twitter or Facebook to boast about your financial accomplishment is actually dumb. We've got to shield our own little area on the internet. A guide to stealth wide range. As America attempts to reverse industrialism as a result of broadening revenue inequality, blending in as a middle-class person has never ever been even more important. Below are 15 stealth, wide-range suggestions to help you take in much better in society. Stealth wide-range guideline Sharp 1. Never drive a nice cars and truck to function or to any kind of public setting. Drive one of the most economical, secure cars and truck you recognize to ensure that when you inevitably encounter your colleagues, they'll believe you safe or inadequate. Take public transportation and declare your love for buses and trains profusely. You do not want to roll right into the office in a benzo and also have your boss see you. His or her immediate idea will be to cut your perk because you are doing so well. Driving up to a worker income settlement meeting in a Bentley isn't most likely to work in your favor either. Rather than selecting a brand new or a Rover sporting activity and subtracting the vehicle as a business expense, think about a much more moderate BMW X3 or Jeep Grand Cherokee instead. When cops huddle for breakfast thinking of which car they want to ticket, do you believe they are choosing the individual in a 10-year-old Toyota Corolla? Police officers make $50.60,000 a year usually, as well as get on a goal to equalize. Having a regular auto is the Sharp 1 most convenient way to exercise stealth wide range. Just drive a great car to an occasion for everyone else drives a good vehicle. You should read the area. Read the 1/10th guideline for automobile acquiring. Everyone must comply with Stealth Wide Range Guideline Sharp 2. Take care who you provide your residence address to. Individuals love to sleuth online to see what you spent for your residence. Not just will they see what you paid for your residence, they'll also be able to inform whether you are underwater or making big equity. Rather than providing a precise address, you can provide cross streets and also a description of your house. For example, I'm at the edge of Jackson as well as Teller. Brown timber roof shingles residence. You can't miss it. Undoubtedly, they will discover your precise address if they pay attention. Yet delay that info for as long as possible. Your home is your spiritual abode. Shield its privacy. I suggest declaring your home online as well as attempting to make your home appearance as bad as possible. Real estate tax assessors look online all the time currently to attempt and boost your taxes. Your home is currently the easiest means to blow your stealth, wide range cover. Take care. Stealth wealth regulation sharp 3. Do not blink your bling. Whether it's your Panerai watch, Birkin bag, Armani fit, or Louboutin shoes, maintain them at home if you do not desire people to understand you can manage the real point. People who practice stealth wide range do not flash their bling, or they might select to tell someone they're using a phony if asked. Stand up to need to brag about your material points. You are currently a well-known individual. The high-quality points that you purchase are for your own enjoyment besides. Act you do not recognize luxury brands or just how much points price. You can just say you such as just how they look. Only put on wonderful points in the ideal setup. If you are mosting likely to a billionaire's mansion celebration. After that great. Blink your precious jewelry as well as seize all you desire.